It's been less than 12 hours since Michael Beale got his marching orders, and already we have a whole list of names being pushed forward to be the new manager at Glasgow Rangers. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. Just a quick update here on the next permanent Rangers manager odds. So, bookmakers have been fast to get to work. They have installed Kevin Muscat as the odds-on favourite. Now, the odds differ from bookmaker to bookmaker. However, we can see here that Paddy Power have him as pretty strong favourite. 5-2 favourite, Kevin Muscat, to be appointed the Rangers manager. Betfair also have him at 5-2, with BetVictor 4-1 and Coral 5-1. A lot of times, bookmakers are correct. Let's be honest, they don't like losing money. They don't normally get it wrong. Normally, it would be someone in the top 3 or 4 in the bookmaker odds that gets the job. So I don't think we're going to see anyone low down the list. Let's have a quick look at who is low down the list though. Neil Lennon, 50-1. Could Neil Lennon be the new Rangers manager? Unlikely. It's crazy though that Neil Lennon is the same odds as Barry Ferguson, because I'd say Barry Ferguson has got a small chance just due to the fact he was the former Rangers captain, Rangers legend, big Rangers man. And then you've got Neil Lennon, who is the opposite. He's a big Celtic man, Celtic legend. So the fact that they're both 50-1 surprises me, because I would say Barry Ferguson's got a very, 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 very small chance of being Rangers manager, whereas Neil Lennon has no chance. Interesting. Steven Gerrard also 50-1. So Gerrard's got the same chance as Fergie and Lennon here, according to the bookmakers. Way newly appointed Inverness Caledonian Thistle manager Duncan Ferguson. He is the man least favourite out of everyone mentioned so far to be appointed the new manager. But we'll go back up at the top and we'll look at the main options. So yeah, Kevin Muscat first of all. I think last time they got rid of Gio, he was one of the main names that was being floated at the top, and I think he is a realistic option. I think he could be the new manager of Rangers, and obviously played for Rangers as well, so I think it'd be decent. Apparently he's doing well, he's got a good track record, might be worth doing. I think he's still relatively unknown as a manager. Maybe he hasn't proved it at a high enough level to appoint him at Rangers, but he seems to be a winner, and you don't always need to bring in managers that have been performing at the highest levels of football. Look at Ange Postecoglou. He was a guy that was successful in the so-called minor leagues, and he came into Celtic and he was successful there. Now he's away to Spurs and he's been successful there. So, you don't always have to go for a big name. Maybe Kevin Muscat could be a good option for Rangers. Second place with Graham Potter. He is 4-1, as little as 3-1 with BetVictor. Could Graham Potter be the Rangers manager? I'm not too sure. Last time Rangers wanted Potter, they've been saying Potter for a while, but obviously due to his payoff from Chelsea, he's just not going to take that job. He's got the money. I don't think Potter needs to come to Rangers, and as much as Rangers are a big club, I think Potter could I think he'll have different offers when he is ready, and a team comes up. I think he could probably stay in the Premier League, and he would probably value that better than a move to Rangers, where if he moves to Rangers and it goes wrong, then his stock goes down. So I'm not too sure Potter will get the job. I don't think it's very realistic. Marsh is 8-1. Then we have Knutson, who has obviously been linked with the Celtic job before Ange Postecoglou got it. He was linked with the Celtic job after Ange Postecoglou left, and now he's been linked with the Rangers job. So this Knutson name is always being floated about. I still believe he is in charge of Bodo Glimt right now. I think he's a Bodo Glimt manager. I think he'd be a decent appointment. Anytime I've seen Bodo Glimt play, they play good attacking football. It'd be interesting because Celtic wanted him twice. I think it'd be interesting to see what would happen if Rangers got him. And I don't know, I think it would be an interesting signing. I think it's possible as well. I do think it's a signing that if Rangers want to make it, I think they can. I think Knutson is definitely doable for Rangers. If they're willing to pay the money to get him in, I don't think it would be that much. I think Rangers can afford him. I think it's a higher job than Bodo Glimt. So if Rangers are serious, I think they can get Knutson. I think it's a very achievable appointment, Knutson. So we'll see if that happens or not. Then we've got Marcelo Bielsa, who is 5th favourite. Then Gattuso, former Rangers man, former Rangers midfielder, has obviously managed AC Milan, didn't have the greatest success at AC Milan, but he done an okay job. Gattuso 12-1. There's no doubt he's a hothead. He'd get the players playing, that is for sure. Got former Southampton manager Ralph Hasenhüttl, or Huttle, whatever he's fucking called. Ruud van Nistelrooy, former PSV manager. It'd be interesting if he got the job after getting sacked for PSV, and then PSV knocking Rangers at the Champions League. Then you've got Scott Parker, and I think the names now are beginning to get a little bit unrealistic, like Scott Parker, Andre Villas-Boas, John Dal Thomason, Chris Wilder is a name that always seems to be thrown about. Aberdeen were linked with him heavily, they didn't get him. I don't think Chris Wilder is the man for Rangers. It's not an appointment that would excite me, to be honest. So I don't think that's going to happen. Who could be the manager? I think we're looking at realistic signings. I think we're looking at Muscat, Knutson, possibly Gattuso. That for me is, I think, the more realistic signings. I would say Muscat or Knutson. I would say, yeah, those two. I think Kevin Muscat or Knutson, I think, are the more realistic options. I just don't really see Graham Potter coming to Rangers. I just don't see it. So that is the bookmakers' odds. It'll be interesting to see if anything changes here majorly over the next couple of days. However, I would expect that Rangers are going to take a bit of time. They've got the international break. They've basically got 3 weeks until the end of that. So I know they've got games this week, but they're going to say they've got a 3 week window. So I'd be surprised if there's anything done over the next few days. I think that it will be at least a week before we see real movement in this market, and to see Rangers actually, make news of signing a manager. So yeah, that is the odds that is the odds brought to you guys by the bookmakers. So yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Early morning video here. What is going to happen? Who's going to be appointed? Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see you later. Till next time, peace.